So, going to change things up just a little bit, take a big topic of the day, big storyline, and kind of weigh in our opinion of a deep dive of different things. And you can call in and weigh in on that big topic as well as what you want to talk about. So, when you call in, you can make your point, it makes sense, but you got to weigh in either yes or no or healthy debate on the kind of topic of the day, big storyline, big picture type of things. Today's an interesting one, involves the NFL, but happened on the sidelines. So we'll take a look at that. All right, we got first quarter technically. All right, so Jetski, let's pull it up, the big picture from the sideline.
You want the video or the picture?
Let's go video, and then we can kind of maybe, if you're not paying attention, we'll kind of teach you how to catch it.
Gotcha. All right, so here we go. Here's the video. Jason, we got it all lined up?
All right, so it's an Eagles staffer.
Pause it right there.
All right, little interesting in terms of a screen grab. What's he wearing?
We could pivot to the picture right now to get a little bit of a better idea.
So
grainy, obviously, but looks like it could be some
very well could be a thong. Very well could be thong underwear. So there's been some different things in pop culture, kind of out there wearing. I think it's. I mean, listen. I guess everybody's looked, right. Like, healthy debate. Has everybody thought about it? Like, is it comfortable? Maybe you start asking. She gets out of the shower, is walking around with that. Like, hey, is that thing comfortable? Like, or you're walking down the street, you start thinking about it. Is that comfortable? How would that be? Can men wear that? I don't know. This guy apparently put the money where his mouth is, potentially, and put one on because it sure as hell looks like it. So let's take a look into. There's various different things that have happened in pop culture. Also, healthy debate. Like, is this a bad thing?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of things that we found during this research in pop culture, like instances of people wearing thongs. There's pop culture and there's also sports. In pop culture, one of the more prominent ones was from the movie John Tucker Must Die.
Yes, so I'll be honest, I didn't know about this. The young boys back there, they had to teach me about this. So the thong worked. I know about a few. I had to teach you guys about one, which we'll get to. But let's play out the John Tucker thong situation and kind of see how this can go for your mojo. Because sports is very...
Superstitious?
What's superstitious? Damn, on a Monday.
Okay.
Got to be sharper on a Monday. Point to Dukes. Point away from me. Superstitious. Yeah, superstitious in sports. You got to go with that. Healthy debate. I don't hate it.
Here's the John Tucker
All right, here's
video.
this John Tucker clip.
We're gonna bring up the audio real quick. This is from the movie John Tucker Must Die. If anyone doesn't know or hasn't seen the movie, it's like this guy who's like not famous, he's a coxman in high school. He gets all the girls, and all these girls kind of try to make a pact to take him down because he played all of them. And one of them makes him wear a thong to like some away trip, saying they're going to have sex, and he gets caught wearing the thong, and it's a huge embarrassing moment. And then he kind of pivots it into a positive for himself.
All right. Well, all right, yeah, so the typical ice guy kind of copycat culture. So, all right, it worked out for him. The one I had to teach you guys about, I don't know if it's in the order, Jetski, but Bull Durham.
Yes.
So this is usually the one, like Bull Durham. It's working. He's throwing innings. Duke Lanouche, the stud. He's wearing this. Kevin Costner catches him in the, I wouldn't say, not necessarily a thong, but pantyhose.
What? That's hot.
You want to zoom that out?
That's very hot.
So same thing. She tells him to wear them. It's going to bring him good luck.
That's
Like,
hot.
I don't know what this guy.
No, I mean it. That's very hot.
This guy's an Eagles staffer. Like, I almost would respect this more if he was on the sidelines and he threw 3 touchdown passes and it worked. This guy's a staffer, so he really is like, this is a Connor Stallions. I think Connor Stallions is infiltrating the world here, where you're part of the team. It means the most. So interesting to kind of see what this guy's live or die. Like, it must have worked out for him. He decided that's what he's going to do. Maybe they won. The Eagles are 8-1, so they haven't lost in a while. Maybe that's what's been working out for him.
There's also famously the Jason Giambi.
Yes, this is the one I had to teach you guys about as well. Sorry. So, yeah, the
up.
gold thong clip, the gold thong story. The famous thing is the Yankees are on a run. They're getting hot. Giambi's on a hit streak, and he's wearing the gold thong in the locker room. I think it's been corroborated a few different times. I don't know how you could do this in baseball. It feels like you would cut up your legs. But the famous story is Jeter said that in 2002, a teammate had a gold thong hanging in his locker, and the teammate told Jeter that anytime you struggle, you wear it and you get a hit. The captain said he thought this guy was crazy. Things change when you are mired in an 0 for 32 slump at the plate. In 2004, I went through the worst offensive slump of my career. Every day I'd walk in, and he'd point at the thong, so finally I caved and wore it. Now, it wasn't a thong to skin. I wore shorts under it, the former Bronx Bomber said to Laughter. Did the gold thong work?
Then if you scroll down, Giambi, in a different interview, admitted to him being the teammate that
He was the guy, and it did, apparently I've heard also it did work for Jeter, right?
Yes, it worked for Jeter.
He broke the streak.
He says the golden thong is legendary. It's never not gotten a hit. But they didn't wear it, like you said, on top
They
of
did wear it on top of
sliders.
If Giambi wore it, you got to kind of put a buffer in between. I still think that's kind of gross. But they also make a couple of million. They should have got a different one. Maybe everybody goes and gets a different thong, but it is what it is. But, yeah, superstitions in sports, like this is how it's going to go. So this guy, the Eagles are hot. Eagles are 8-1. This guy's going where it works. So he's not gonna break it. He doesn't want to be the guy.
You think there's anybody on the team that's wearing a thong? Like they have a golden thong?
I hope not.
Got juju in there.
Listen, with the white pants, I hope that they don't, to be honest with you, because it starts to get sweaty, hot days, or you can see right through those things.
Whatever translates to wins is the most important thing.
If
it translates to wins, you want them wearing that thong.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. So it's working for this guy apparently. So there was some other stuff in pop culture. Obviously, Matthew Perry died. There's a famous episode of Joey. The same kind of thing. He's looking through the laundry. He just gets curious, starts putting it on. That one's more of like a.
That's a hanky. That's like a cheeky.
Yeah, that's like a cheeky one. I think that's
girls'
TV.
underwear,
I think that's TV. But yeah, I mean, listen, healthy debate. I think we've all kind of thought about it. Are they comfortable? Would you do it?
I feel like it gives you more side-to-side movement. Obviously, like, I don't know. When you play, like I'm playing rec basketball right now, and if I have a bad boxer day, like it's at the tail end of my laundry, like that can really throw you off. Like everything's sliding to the left when it should be kind of sitting in the middle. I think this would basically eliminate that, keep it all tight and packaged. But,
You got to size down, though. I think you got to go, if you're normal large underwear, you probably got to go medium.
Medium, yeah.
For
I
what?
think so.
For athletic shorts?
No,
for
a
the
thong.
thong.
Okay, so here's where I stand with the whole thong thing. For girls, what do they wear when they play sports? Because like when I play basketball, like I just wear like my spandex or whatever they're called, like the Under Armours. What do girls do the same thing, or do they just wear their thongs?
They either go.
Like I can't wear underwear.
From my experience with women, I've been told they either go spandex with nothing underneath, or they'll go spandex and thong.
Wow.
That's wild to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll go spandex then thong.
Well, the
over?
thing is, if they go spandex thong,
no.
then
Give
all
that
the sweat will like outline on like in their undercarriage. The thong will help absorb some sweat, so you don't have like a full vagina and back.
Which one goes first?
Thong underneath
Yes.
on
okay,
skin.
okay,
and
okay.
Yeah, he had it.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
had it wrong.
fucking
I had it wrong.
maniac.
I had it wrong, which would have been crazy.
No, because then you still have the dental floss sticking out. But yeah, so it's working for this guy. Do we have another like clip in pop culture?
We don't have a pop culture one, but we have there's a story of Rodgers potentially wearing one.
Rodgers seems like the guy who would.
Yeah, so it was back in 2012. There was an incident caught on camera with him getting up from the pile, and he kind of had that Bill Durham jockstrap look, as you can see right here. He then went on Pat McAfee's show and said that he did not wear a thong. It was just like his regular, whatever, spandex. But Bull Durham did make him potentially consider it because,
I think I think healthy debate, everybody's thought about it. That's where I'm at with this. Now, do we want to address what this guy said?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so this guy does what everybody, I'm sure, does. He knows he goes viral, gets 6,000 or 7,000 text messages, we're writing stories about it, we're tweeting about it. He says, wasn't me. Didn't do it.
So this is his Instagram profile.
Did an underwear plug and says, it's not me. Whoop.
So on his IG, can we zoom in on this, Jason? Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, sure. So right here, he said,
Caught me
lacking 8-1. I'm rocking on these all season PSD underwear.
Right.
I need
So
more
he's
colors.
plugging the underwear. I need more colors. So maybe he does like those. I don't know. I still think as much as he's saying this is 50-50. It is a little wide to be a thong. But if my healthy debate, if I'm making a decision on what this guy kind of does on the weekends, I think he's I don't think he says no. Let's put it that way. I think he could be a little frisky with his underwear selection. It's not just regular boxers. So, but it's working obviously for the Eagles. So, healthy debate: did he wear it or did he not? It's a cover-up. You can weigh in as we kind of take the calls in. I like that. I think there's a lot to unpack. I think there's different stories you can unpack with that stuff. So, interesting to see kind of which way this guy goes. Ultimately, I know he said no. What do you guys think? Did he do it or did he not?
I think it's a thong.
I think if it was a thong, he wouldn't admit it's a thong.
Nobody would admit it.
Yeah. John Tucker did. Worked out for him. Giambi did. Worked out for him. Maybe if this guy doesn't admit to it's a thong, the Eagles are going downhill this season.
Have you guys ever worn one?
No, but healthy debate. I think he missed out on.
You gonna judge me
on some Victoria's Secret
Have you?
money?
Like a Calvin Klein. I was in the mall one time with my brothers, and it was right before I went back to college. You're fucking around with your boys. So like, yeah, I bought one, electric blue, and used to wear it like around the house every once in a while. Like early in the morning, if you had class or 6 a.m. workouts, like they'd wait and you'd wait outside the door like this, like in the Heisman, like with that. It's a laugh. It's a fucking, Plus, it was right around Jackass, Party Boy. Like, play the song from your room. They come down like, hey, shut down the music. Yeah, it's just joking around stuff.
I've never worn a thong.
Not,
I'm not
I
like that.
put it this way. I put it on and took it off in about 20 minutes. There is no, like,
That's a long time, Rico.
Well, you got to plan the jokes. I don't know. All right, Les.
Phil's
Phil.
asking what your OnlyFans is.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't say I didn't wear it for any kind of durability. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you didn't wear it to get
I'm not trying to test the sweat. I'm not trying to say, can I play ball in this thing? This was pure act, pure
What were you wearing
shtick.
the day you played MIT?
Right, regular,
I can see what's under that undercarriage.
same regular boxers. I actually don't think you can do anything athletically in a thong. But this guy's on the sideline. That's a good spot.
I agree. Maybe it's like the golden one. I actually think I've worn the Borat suit before. Have you seen that?
That's even
exposed ass
worse.
cheeks?
That's
Yeah.
just as bad.
It's a unitard with a
With
thong.
nothing else?
Yeah.
Oof.
That was to get a cheap laugh in high
I don't know.
school.
I don't think.
That was to get a cheap laugh in
There
high
you
school.
go.
Fancy
It's all
good
about the
info,
cheap
I think.
laughs.
Yeah.
It's all
Rico,
about the cheap laughs.
Would you wear a thong for a show if we had 60K subscribers?
60K is the next hurdle. I think 100.
Okay, so let's get to 100K and Rico will wear a thong.
I think
on the
100K
show.
we'd look at it. Yeah. I think we get flagged pretty quick, but maybe reveal at the end, and the whole time I'm like just adjusting with that way. We'll figure it out. Or a pair of leggings with that over it. We'll make it work. But yeah, either way, we don't know what this guy. I think obviously you got to deny it. So I'm interested to see what or spin zones people have that we might not have thought of. So we'll unpack it. Let's go second quarter. All right, another big picture kind of thing. Yeah, marathon yesterday is going to watch your friends in the marathon the most pointless thing in America. Like, yes, it's nice. You get that encouragement. You have a sign. You stop and give them a kiss. But ultimately, every video I ever see of the marathon is this. I wish I had somebody else, but it's in here. They're holding the sign, and the person runs by as they're kissing them while still running away. It's like, oh, thanks, Ma, and then it's just going. It's fucking dumb. Like, they don't want to stop running, and it's the same thing with running culture. Like, you ever see those people at a stoplight when they're doing a 5-mile jog, and they're at the stoplight, and what are they doing? They're like this.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking, like, drug. They just don't stop running. They stay in place. So, like, you going to see, like, yeah, it's nice they did the marathon, but you ruin your NFL Sunday. They barely see you. You're kind of holding them up for a second. They might lose a couple of seconds off their pace if they care about that. Just meet them at the end. Or meet them at Central Park, or have a big party after. And let them get changed. They also look at their worst. Like, what if it's mile 17 and they're really hitting a break, or mile 12, I don't know, and they're hitting a break, and, like, they're going to shit their pants, they're tired, they got to piss, they're hungry. Like, they're angry. They're fucking sweating. Like, what? Why see somebody during a workout in the gym? Like, what? Think about think about your gym face. Would you want your family doing that while you're fucking squatting? Like, it's the same kind of equivalent, right? Or you're on the treadmill and you're, like, uphill and you're beating. Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty pointless. I get the sentiment, but it's very dumb.
It's the biggest show face thing of all time. Like, I don't think anybody truly wants to be there in the moment. But I think that it's like, aside from the marathoners themselves, it's a very hard task, I think. I'm on that side. But I do think it's a tiring day. Like, you see them for 5 seconds. You got to go from mile 17 to Central Park. Takes like 30-minute walk. It's like, you got to see 5 people running it.
The
It's a
tough part
fucking
is,
shit
yeah,
show.
unless you live in the city, that sounds like a nightmare. Like the people from Staten Island, how do they get home? They taking the fucking ferry home? Fuck that.
And you're at Central Park. It's not like you're in
Oh,
Five
you getting a
Eye.
cab? Imagine the fucking the swamp ass in a cab getting back.
I think the marathon though, as a day in itself, is as a spectator, is so fun. Just posting up the one day it feels like that open container laws in New York City just do not exist.
St. Patrick's Day too.
Yeah, facts.
Feels
Because-
like they bang people on St. Patrick's Day though.
Yeah, like the marathon is just like you got 12 packs on the street, like you're at a block party in Staten Island or like Long Island. Like nobody really cares, no rules. Everyone's just like in good vibes. One of my favorite days of the year.
Yeah, but I don't know. 5 seconds, it doesn't seem like it's worth it to me.
Do you find it impressive running a marathon, or do you think it's easy? Anyone can
Oh,
do it?
I really do find it impressive. I do. 26 miles at any point. Think about the drive. Like, how far is that to drive? 25 minutes?
In New York
like,
City,
that's
it takes
easy.
4
City could
hours.
be an hour.
What?
You can maybe run a marathon in New York City faster than rush hour.
Then getting to those places? Yeah, absolutely. There's no way you can make it from, even not doing the full route, even going from start to end.
Yeah.
I think you might not be able to make it in that. So it's crazy.
I know you don't find it impressive, right?
I think if you're in the top, 1,000 and you're finishing within 4 hours, it's impressive. But if you're one of these people that's finishing like in 8 hours, like what's the point? Like why are you, almost inconveniencing everyone who's working the marathon to stay there till 8 o'clock at night? I don't know.
You think they really stay? There's people who did it in 8 hours?
8 hours. The 50,000th finisher was 7 hours and 55 minutes.
Oh my God! And they stayed?
Yeah, everyone they have to. You have to.
I think
wait
it's a
till everyone-
determination thing. Like it's just like mental over everything else. Like I think a marathon anyone can physically do. I don't think a marathon everyone can mentally do.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, running depends. I don't think everybody can everybody can walk 26 miles,
Yeah.
but yeah. All right. Halftime, and let's bring out of it the what do you got? You got super chat?
No, I was saying I think we should just load up the callers right now.
Yeah. Bring it out for the second half, and I want to hear the weigh-in. But what did we miss with the thong? Would you wear a thong? Do you judge me for wearing a thong one time for a laugh? What about Dukes? Does he get away for the Borat thing? But we'll see. Let's go halftime, and we'll bring it out hard with the second half. Got a call about Brett Beatty. How bad's Brett Beatty been? Without losing it, how bad's Brett Beatty been?
Brooks Robinson is currently a better door baseman than Brett Beatty.
Brooks Robinson dead for a couple years now, right?
Died Tuesday.
That's one of the all-time moments. Only Frank could lay it out like that. So, all right, third quarter Dukes. Load them up.
Died Tuesday. Gary, Queens.
Rico, good afternoon. Happy Monday.
What's up?
I'm going to weigh in on the thong.
You
first
have
and get
to.
my
You
point.
have to.
I will. Yep. I got 2 points.
All right.
One, I think it's a coming of age moment.
Coming of age moment. What?
Come back to us.
Nope.
Gary.
Could you imagine waiting?
I think.
Oh, you're here.
Oh,
Gary, start. Gary,
hold
you
on,
went out.
Gary.
Gary, you got to start over.
Hello.
Yep.
What happened?
You tell us.
You got a shit phone. All right, weigh in on the thong and then make your points. You said it's a coming of age and then we cut off.
Okay, yeah. To me, it was a coming of age moment in middle school when you caught a glimpse of a girl's mom coming out of her jeans while she was sitting at a desk. To me, that was you might as well have had sex in middle school if you saw a girl's thong. It was a big deal.
Yeah. What about this guy? Is this guy wearing it?
I think he is. I actually went to a bachelor party, and a friend had a collection of thongs that he brought on the party to try to get the groom to wear. And we were all astounded that this was a thing, but he's got he wears in the bedroom with his wife. So some guys I think are just into it.
The other thing is, have you guys seen Saturday Night Fever?
I have not.
The bikini underwear was a thing in the 70s. That's what guys wore.
Yeah, the Speedo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Speedos. Those are all things. So this is not if you're an old school, this is what it is. But all right, go ahead. So that's one for the thong. If we keep count, pro thong. All right, what's your point?
Well, I don't know if you saw the news today. I mean, I think you ended up being right, but my boy Ian Jackson appears to be on target to sign his national letter of intent with UNC.
Wow, you don't say, Gary. You don't say. You don't say, Gary. Man.
Healthy debate. If we sign DJ Edgecombe, who's between St. John's and Duke, does it even matter?
No.
5-star right there.
That'll be your first. Yeah, it'll be your first 5-star or 4-star in the 2024.
And he's coming next weekend, and he's going to be at the Michigan game Monday night at the Garden. So if Pitino can get him to choose St. John's over Duke, you got to admit that's a big coup.
It would be. It would very, very much. It would be very hard to very hard to knock that. I agree. So, yeah, hoops tonight. I'm excited.
I'll eat crow on Ian Jackson now.
All right. Yeah, you gotta.
You're a gambler. You're a gambler.
I listen. You took your shot. I don't hate it. You took your shot. I don't hate it. All right. Who's next? It's a good call. St. John's people are gonna.
Dan, Rockland County.
Rico, what's going on?
What's up?
Healthy debate for you. What's the most heads-up fictional coaching move of all time? I think it's when the UL Cougars decided to take a knee in the third quarter to keep Bobby Boucher and the SC LSU Mud Dogs off the field, but I could be wrong. I also think second move is when Danny O'Shea decided to give the ball to Johnny when he saw his dad coming from out of town, scoring a touchdown.
All right, I'll answer it, but you got to weigh in. Did the guy wear a thong, yes or no, while I'm thinking?
Honestly, no. That's probably just compression shorts or something like that under there. It was
You
cold.
think he's plugging the underwear?
Yeah.
All right, how about this? I'm going to go with leaving in Henry Rowan Gardner even when he didn't have anything to get a couple outs. That's a heads-up managerial move.
I think that's one of the worst.
No, he got his outs, man.
He's throwing meatballs.
Yeah, and he still set him up. He set him up. That guy could hit fast. He owned Rowan Gardner when he was throwing speed. He couldn't get him when he was throwing the off speed.
5 more feet to the right at the home run on that second pitch.
Fair enough.
I think best move was Chet Stedman staying in.
Yeah, I'll give you the dumbest.
Ninth.
The dumbest fictional move was not taking a safety in All the Right Moves, Tom Hanks, and Pipe High School. If you haven't watched the movie, it's unbelievable. One of the best slept-on football movies of all time.
I got a great one. Kicking and Screaming. Have you seen it?
Yes.
When Will Ferrell tells his team to do the exact opposite of what he taught them, and then Sam scores the game-winning goal.
Oh, that's a good point. I like to give it to the Italians, too.
Well, give it to the Italians, yeah. I mean, but the hilarious part is do the exact opposite of what he taught them the entire year, which is, I guess, give the ball to the Italians.
Yeah. That would work out for me, gambling-wise, sometimes. Good call. Next one.
Braden, Montana.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Jesus.
Coming in. Oh, am I loud?
Yeah.
If you could take it off speakerphone, we'd be
All
better.
right.
Oh, I'm on my headset. Shit.
Headset.
All right, we'll deal with it.
All right. I was just calling and telling you guys, like, a guy last couple weeks ago called in saying that the West Coast time zone was the best zone. Mountain time zone is easily the most slept-on time zone.
Yeah, what does your NFL start at? 11 a.m.? 10 a.m.?
Yeah, which is perfect because, I mean, you can still get right with the Lord and have a Caesar down by 11 o'clock. And then the afternoon games start. The afternoon games start at like 2:15, 2:25. I mean, what's better time to have like a little afternoon lunch? And then the night games, this is where it really matters because it happens with Monday night and Thursday night. You get done with work, you usually at 5 o'clock. You still have time to get the kids, get home, start making dinner, and come on, man, by the time kickoff starts.
I was thinking more so even on a Saturday night, the 7 o'clock game start at what, 5? So you're done by 8:30? You could still go out for the night and not have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mountain Time might be good. Yes or no, by the way? Did we drop him?
Yes or no? Over at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Yes or no? Did he wear it?
Do you wear it? No. Am I too loud?
Sissy.
I don't think he wore it. I think those were compression shorts.
I don't know. I think yes. Add him up. All right.
Hey, and I wouldn't judge you for wearing one. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, you got to get a laugh with the pals.
I actually got a take with this. I actually think this now might be an industry plant.
What, big underwear?
Yeah. I think the company might have placed him. and like
From PSD.
yeah, like an all season they've been trying to like get this like promo.
You think he's just been flopping on his
It's a hell of a
sideline,
long
like,
shot.
for
Yeah,
weeks?
makes sense.
It seems too.
All the plants, like nothing plant wise surprises me. So I get that.
That's where I'm at. Like I know it's like seems like too like looking too deep into it,
Yeah.
but that's where I'm at with all these like little. And after I saw the Chargers girl ended up being a fraud and like was wearing Viking stuff.
Oh, really? I didn't know
you
that.
didn't see that? Yeah. And like it was like there was one
Yeah.
story like I saw someone on McAfee's show that like one of the side characters was like, no, that's like she's a genuine fan. That was like her dressing up for her son's game. Not it. Like it was completely.
Yeah, it's the plant stuff. That's where it really gets upsetting. So, but all right, next one.
I'm like too woke nowadays. Let's go J.A. Atlanta.
First of all, healthy debate. I do think he was wearing a thong. I think he was in the doghouse. Wife told him to do something a little frisky, get out of the doghouse. He was wearing a thong. Second of all, healthy debate. Is this a loser move? Going through my spam folder for work, trying to find an email, I see an email from Huddle, which is our old software that we would use back in high school 10 years ago to watch film. Logged in, login work, spent an hour and a half watching old highlights. Is that a loser move?
Yes. Well, no, it's a procrastination move. It's a procrastination move.
This was laying in bed with my wife at 9:30 at night.
Then it's a
From the
loser
bottom of
move,
the
buddy.
bed-
You gotta get different morals.
Yeah.
Game should sleep. Football, bowl should sleep for a little while. Football,
All right,
that is.
all right.
So yeah, that's a procrastination. Anything at the office that you do to kill time works. So we used to have a guy who I worked with. He would just volunteer to barbecue food all day long. Like everyone's like it'd be like, oh, I'm making everybody like food for the barbecue. It's like that means, and then every day you like, or that day you're looking for his customers and shit like that. You need an answer. He's just MIA because he didn't want to work. So it's like, do you really want to make the food? People do that at work. That's what they want to do, kill the time. So it's a procrastination move. But laying in bed with your wife, that's a tough one. All right, one more. We'll go fourth quarter.
Chris, Minnesota.
What up, Rico?
What's up?
Is it time for the Houston Texans to rebrand their fucking ass, ugly uniforms and colors?
I think the Titans get rights to the Oilers one. I think the Titans own the Oilers uniforms, which is weird because Houston is back in there. But I think the Titans should get the Oilers uniforms.
Can they go back to the powder blues though?
They might as well.
In the future?
Yeah, they should. Houston doesn't get to have that. It's a completely different franchise. Started from scratch.
I mean,
but
it's a consensus favorite, right?
Yeah, it is. It's an unbelievable uniform. Yes or no?
Right. Yes.
He wore it. I like it. Tally him up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tally him up.
But those generic ass colors they have on right now gotta go. Especially with Stroud.
Yeah.
Dude, Stroud is the guy.
He is. I said it. I think he might be better than Josh Allen right now. Healthy debate. I think
Marty's a fucking idiot.
I think people would look at those two and say, who gives me the better chance to win? And a lot of people would pick CJ Stroud.
It's a dumb comparison to even compare him to Josh Allen. Like 3 years. What?
Well, I think it just came up. It came up because they're right there in the AFC race for the wild card. So that's the way it's going to go. But yeah, I think
I got you.
And if anybody who picks Josh Allen, they would at least debate it for a little bit. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. No,
that's where I'm at. Yeah.
I was definitely leaning on your side. So
I was not expecting that this year, but he can play, man. He really can play. Next one.
You want a quarter? Or you want
you know what? Give me one more, and then we'll go.
Chris, Illinois.
Healthy Bay. Am I the ungrateful asshole, or is Red Zone fucking with me on Sundays when there's only 3 games on? The Eagles, Cowboys game, I'm going to get either way on the main TV everywhere.
Right.
And then these motherfuckers, I have bets on the other games. Yeah, I kind of want to see what the hell the fucking Giants. Anytime touchdown scores. Am I the asshole? Healthy debate.
No. I think there's weeks now where we're getting into a bad NFL type of schedule. I think not having a loaded up 1 o'clock, only having a few in the 4 o'clock. I think these next couple of weeks, and then you start to lose Thanksgiving. So like that gets watered down. We're in a weird type of layout now with the NFL. You're also going to have that. You're going to have the Black Friday game for that week. Like, I think that Sunday for the NFL might be the worst Sunday of the year.
Yeah, but they just overloaded me on Cowboys Philly. I already had that game.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're right. Did he wear it? Yes or no?
What's up?
Did he wear the thong? Yes or no?
Oh, he definitely wore the goddamn thong.
This guy's. We got to get this guy on. He's in hiding. He's lying. We got him. We got you, pal.
We got to get him.
We got to get him. All right, fourth quarter.
All right,
bring it home strong.
luck.
All right, college hoops tonight. Monday Night Football. We're still in the midst of regular football game, and for the next we're in the mix of 30 days, or what was that? 55 days? No, 30 out of 35 days straight football games. Something ridiculous. But yeah, you're gonna have to start training your eyeballs. Different sports. You got to remember. Mississippi State plays fast in football, but they play slow in basketball. That's a bad example because they play slow in both. But you got to learn different names. There's a lot going on. This is the best time of year. I'm looking forward to this stream. Had it circled on the calendar. Speaking of calendar, Christmas getting here more faster than you think. Barstool Store all day, 20% off. This is just hilarious. Kevin James, it's a great rewatch. Nobody really knows what the hell the meme means, but it's hysterical. Are you wishing me a Merry Christmas, which is a perfect type meme. 20% off Barstool Store. Go check them out. We also have a deal on the Barstool Store, 20% off. Go check them out. Got the over one, some Taylor Swift ones. There's a lot. Gift for everybody on there, as they say. Dukes, all right, how many you got? 6, 7, 2.
Just light up
2.
We had 2 more, and now we have voicemails too. So if you want to
all right, yeah, load them up. I think they'll be calling in. As it's still a little early as far as it goes. We got like 15, 20 minutes in.
I just want to address the chat for a second. Guys, we're just trying to try out new segments, for segmentation, for sponsors and stuff. Maybe too much thong talk, but,
What do they
work
hate
with
it?
us. They're hating the thong talk, and we just got to try new things a little bit and see if we can steer the show in certain directions. If you guys didn't like it, we'll take the feedback and rework it.
A lot of L's.
A lot of L's. There were some L's. They didn't love it. But you got to see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big picture type of thing. We can work different things in there. It's a work in progress.
You want one?
Yeah, load them up.
Jacob, Pittsburgh.
Yo.
What's up?
Healthy debate, Steeler fan here, and I'm sick and tired of people saying fire Canada. The reason the offense sucks is because of Kenny, and the reason we're in this Kenny mess is because of Pitt fans. Pitt fans influenced our GM to make this pick, and I think he sucks. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I'd rather have a lot of guys over Kenny. I'd rather have Taylor Heineke for one. I'm a Mountaineer fan, so eat shit, Pitt. Pretty pissed that we drafted Kenny, and I want out of it. Healthy debate.
He's still young. The thing I would remind you is a second-year quarterback. The good thing about a second-year quarterback is he turns into a third-year quarterback. They're 5-3. He's winning games. Has he looked like Joe Montana in the 80s? Probably not, but he's a winner. He won at Pitt, had some great stats at Pitt. Maybe they're waiting to open up the offense to him a little bit. When he was airing it out at Pitt, everybody loved him. He's not necessarily doing that right now at Pittsburgh. I don't know if he has the great wide receiver options enough to let's let the offense open it up a little, or let's wait and ease him in. I think he could be a winner. I don't know if you have to hate him if he's 5-3. I don't know.
I think it's the defense that's got us to this. We've been outgained in every game we've played.
Yeah.
The offense just.
But again, he's a second-year quarterback. Like, I don't know if we're ready to close the casket just yet. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think it's on Canada. I think it's on Tomlin. Tomlin out. The standard is no longer the standard. The standard is 9-8 and losing the playoff game. I hate it.
Yeah. But Tomlin's been so successful. I think every other team, aside from maybe 4, if that, would be lining up to hire Tomlin and get rid of their guy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great coach, but the standard here just hasn't been up to par lately.
Yeah, but that's because you had such excellence, too. That's the hard thing. Like, that's what Patriots fans are dealing with right now, too. They have no idea how to panic of, we're not winning a Super Bowl. What the fuck happens? So.
Well, I mean, the excellence under Tomlin, what was the excellence? One Super Bowl? How many AFC championships did he lose at home?
You got to get to AFC championship games. Try telling that to all the other teams. You got to get there.
Jacob,
I give the guy a little bit more credit than you think.
Jacob, Rico, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it, but I was explaining. Jacob, tell me if I'm wrong. A bunch of my friends from Pittsburgh basically stem it down to when he had the talent, what frustrates them the most is when they had Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Ben Roethlisberger that they didn't win, that they had the talent and he couldn't take it to the top, but now he's just like
Exactly.
this level of just like won't really take like they don't have hope that he'll take him to the promised land, but he's good enough that he won't get fired.
Yeah, but he's overachieving with bad talent as well.
Right, but like it's like the fact that he had
Or
the
not
talent
great
and didn't win the Super Bowl is just as frustrating.
It's hard to win a Super Bowl.
It's
very hard to win.
That's what
a
I'm
Super Bowl.
learning.
We're looking at the Bills. The Bills are.
Incredible
I'm telling you right now, this core of this Bills. I keep saying all the windows shutting. The Bills will not win a Super Bowl right now. Josh Allen could win one when they like reset down the road. But right now, this coach, this team, like this window where they think that they're going to win in the next, or it started a couple of years ago, they think they're going to win in that 5-year gap. We're getting towards the end of that 5-year gap. No chance. So that's where it's at. It's hard to win one. It's hard to get there too. So and the Bills haven't even got there. So yeah, it's tough. All right, give me one more. Or I'm sorry, give me the next one.
We're loaded up now, so.
Yeah. All right, they're back. We got them back.
Brad, Ohio.
Rico,
What's
healthy
up?
debate. Money included, contracts included. Who would you trade in the NFL, the entire NFL, for CJ Stroud right now?
Are we just going quarterbacks? Maybe let's list.
Any player in the NFL.
I'm bad with that because I don't know defense. I'm going to be honest. Like, you watch, I don't know the massive defensive tackle who can impact the game like that off the top of my head. I don't think I know linebackers off the top of my head. But I'm going to spin it to you, healthy debate, to go down the list of quarterbacks. And I would put, granted, it's 8 games, but who's got a better quarterback situation right now than CJ Stroud? Or who do I rank, the way he's playing, who's got a better quarterback that guaranteed is a better situation to win? I think it's less than you think. Obviously, it's Mahomes. Or go through, like,
Jalen Hurts, obviously.
Jalen Hurts, obviously, Burrow. But, like, let's start. Is Stroud playing better than Pickett? The guy who just called about that. Probably.
$1,000,000%.
Probably.
Wait,
we love Kenny.
Did you see the stat I showed up to Pick Central today? CJ Stroud has more career touchdowns than Kenny Pickett.
Started games, too, I thought. Or career.
Career touchdown passes.
I think he's playing better than Watson. He's definitely playing better than Zach Wilson. He's playing better than Levis or Tannehill, whoever the fuck is starting in Tennessee. He's playing better than Mac. That's half the AFC, or a third of the AFC right there. Who's out west in the AFC? Denver playing better than him.
Then you have
Raiders
Herbert.
playing better than him.
Only got to be Herbert you can think about.
Herbert,
But no.
but now, like, think of it this way. This is how good Stroud has been. It's 8 games where we're talking about him being in the same league as Herbert this year. Not big picture, not past. This year, Stroud is playing just as good as Justin Herbert.
Top 10 quarterback
That's
this
what
year?
I'm arguing.
Without a doubt.
He might not be tradable. He might be the most valuable player in the league per money right now.
But can I say something crazy, though? If you're Houston and somebody gives you a Godfather offer, do you do it?
No. You have to
Could
look
you
back.
get like a massive haul?
Because you had your guy until all that stuff came out. Like, in
Yeah.
but think about Houston's quarterback history, really, with like look at who Hopkins' quarterbacks were. To have someone like Stroud, like it is so hard to find a
Plus,
CJ Stroud.
income state in Texas too, right?
Right.
Like Stroud on the Jets, Super Bowl.
Yes.
100%.
Even as a rookie, yeah, like close, damn close. The way he's playing, and that defense.
And if you
And the coach. I mean, we're talking about Stroud so much. Like D'Amico Ryans, like that is one of the like.
But
people
like,
would want what the Texans have right now.
all right, so we said it this way: Minnesota right now would be in the wild card, and the NFC is not loaded. Like San Francisco doesn't look great. I don't know if Minnesota can win a Super Bowl. But if Minnesota thought that they could, how many first-round picks would you say no to with Stroud? Is it 6? Is it the next 6 years? Is it 7? Like, that's where, like, thinking outside the box, you got a guy who's really hot, but it has only been 8 games. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying trade him.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not saying trade him, but I'm saying that the value of his dollar right now will never get higher.
It could.
Well,
All right, healthy debate with
okay,
Bill Belichick
the higher
being
it
coach
gets,
again
the higher
if
it
he
gets,
has
the
CJ.
more you can trade him. Right now is when, after 8 games, you can make a sell of saying, it was only 8 games, we decided trading 6 first-round picks for him was better value for us. You get what I'm saying? Like, once he gets to even 10 games, you can't trade him. I think right now is the move.
Like
Vikings
But,
might have found
with that
the answer
said,
with what's his name
the
on
trade
Josh
deadline is
Dobbs.
done, so you can't do it either way. But
I am with you. Like I didn't really say to because there's a packed room today on Pick Central, but I personally would rather. I would if the Bills called and said we want CJ Stroud, let's trade him. I don't think I'd make that trade. I think
No, the
I
Bills can't
believe
because they're
more.
committed to.
Yeah.
The Bills can.
You guys are so dumb.
Come on the mic. On the mic.
You guys are so dumb. How in the world CJ Stroud lost to the Panthers last week. The 0-7 Panthers.
Everyone has a bad game. He's a rookie. The thing you're not understanding is who is playing better. Right now, CJ Stroud is playing better than two-thirds of the league.
And he also he's making
talking about the deal.
He's making Tank Dell and Nico Collins are great wide receivers, but Josh Allen wasn't able to look the way that he did without Stephon Diggs.
I don't think the point you keep fixating that I'm saying CJ Stroud is better than Josh Allen. I do think he's playing with them. My point is if you line the two of them up right now and polled 32 GMs blindly without ever the results getting out and said right now this year, if your team was in the playoff mix, who the way they're playing is giving you a better chance to win. I think a good amount of people grab Stroud, and I think more so delay to make their decision before they grab Allen.
They're not.
They would.
If
I
you're
really
taking
do.
out-
I think
if you're
they would.
If you're taking out the contract and like the everything, like if that's all out, all 32 GMs are taking Josh Allen. All 32. Not one person. You'd be a fucking asshole if you took CJ Stroud.
Allen's a turnover machine. Stroud's throwing for a ridiculous amount of yards with a bad team.
Are you insane?
We'll see. The Bills. I don't think the Bills make the playoffs either. That's the caveat that's going to drive me nuts.
That's where I disagree with you is this year, but I do think for long-term career, like if you were like
long-term career,
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Would GMs want CJ Stroud today?
100%, because they always
I
want.
do think that.
Think about the clock. You're getting 5 more years of.
No, for sure. But like, I even think over the next like 3, or 4. I don't know.
They're a force to be reckoned with, and Houston, as we've said, has been. They've been in the mix in the AFC. I know they get dunked on with the Letterman game and different things like that. But yeah, I mean, Deshaun Watson was damn fucking good before he fucked up there. Like they've been good, and it's a bad division. And the thing I'll say about that division too is who is guaranteed to have a lock as well. I think I said this about the AFC South more so, or the NFC South. So the AFC South is Indianapolis. Don't know if they have a long-term guy. Jaguars do. Okay, so you're battling the Jaguars.
Anthony Richardson is pretty unfair.
The Jaguars do. Well, we don't know. I'm not knocking. We don't know. We just don't know.
Fair.
And then who's the fourth team?
This AFC South Titans.
They don't have a guy. They just came off of being real high and they're coming back down. So you look at prime for the taking. I think Houston can run that division and be right there with Jacksonville for a little bit. It's just he's playing out of his mind. That's really the end of it.
Yeah,
I didn't expect him to be lights out. He's playing out of his mind. Yeah. And again, it is 8 games, so we will find out which way it's going to go. But healthy debate right now. He's going to win Rookie of the Year, maybe by the biggest margin, and you could probably look at like some MVP votes. Low amount of MVP votes, but he's been unbelievable for them. So,
yeah, like tied for 10th.
Yes, like a low amount of votes. Don't get me wrong. There are guys who are putting up ridiculous amount of numbers. But I'm talking about truthfully to the term, the most valuable player who made the biggest impact on a team. It's been Stroud. So it's a good call, Brad. And he's obviously an Ohio State guy, so he's backing his guy, it seems. Or I think he's an Ohio State guy. But
yeah, I think of me and you before the season were the only two.
I never thought Stroud was going to be like this.
No, but the Bills, I said, I don't think the Bills are going to make the playoffs this year.
I didn't want to go that far, but I did say the window. I don't think they don't have enough to get over Mahomes for sure.
It was also
anytime, as long as you're not going, anytime they got to go away from Buffalo, the deck was stacked against them. They were never going to make the. I don't think they would have beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They only could beat the Chiefs in Buffalo.
Josh Allen's not. Then this is the thing that Josh Allen's not screwed, but Buffalo might be. As like that,
yes.
What you're saying. Like they'll rebuild with him and he'll be fine and he'll be in the mix again. It's just I think they need to reconstruct.
I think they do too.
We have a couple lined up if you want me to just roll both of them.
Allen could kind of be like the tail end of Roethlisberger.
Rico. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Where he's the guy and you can't get rid of him, but it's like
those Steelers.
His early years of getting to a Super Bowl, winning a Super Bowl was way earlier. It felt like the tail end of Roethlisberger's career was. So when did he win those Super Bowls? Roethlisberger won 2 and lost another, right?
He won one in 2004 against the Seahawks.
Which was super early.
Like 2010.
The rookie.
Cardinals in 2008, 2009.
And then he lost to the Chargers in what year? 12 or 10?
Just in the playoffs?
Yeah. No, he lost. I'm sorry, not the Chargers. He lost to the Packers.
They won in
2010,
05 and 08.
2011.
They won in 05 and 08, and then to the Packers when?
2011.
2011,
Yeah.
2012 season, I think.
All right, so then, and Roethlisberger played to what? 2020?
So the teams.
So that 8-year run of it, they were not those. None of those teams were nearly as good as when he first started. Around him, the Steelers were still good, but it
those
always
couple
felt like
years, those couple years for Roethlisberger after the Super Bowls, people forget how shitty the Steelers were until they got like AB to come in,
Right.
Le'Veon to come in, and they had to build up again. But there was years where Roethlisberger was the quarterback, and they were just
I
very,
just put their chances of winning the Super Bowl way better in his early part of his career towards the end. I wonder if that's what's going to happen at Buffalo.
2010, 2011, shout out the chat, was when they
Yep.
lost to the Packers.
That's what, and they did have that undefeated season a couple of years ago, but they were kind of a paper tiger, so we'll see. But yeah, do I think Josh Allen's a great quarterback? Absolutely. Do I think he's playing great right now? No.
Yeah.
And it happens. It happens with quarterbacks. I think there were years probably Aikman didn't play great. Like this happens to guys, so it is what it is. All right.
I got one little thing to
Go
tell
ahead.
you. Did you see the clip, by the way, of Brady talking to Josh Allen?
No.
He was just basically like I want you to take less hits. I love seeing you play. But he was like, what's one piece of advice you give Josh Allen? He's like, well, sometimes as a quarterback, you want to be able to trust your arm so much and fit it into the tight spaces. Like what I'd like him to realize is maybe make a safer pass and might get less yards. And Brady was trying to tell him all this, which I thought was interesting, just given the turnover troubles he's had this year.
Yeah, he has. He's been a turnover machine. So, all right, load him up.
Here's PB in Chicago.
What up, Rico?
What's
we got
up?
Round ball coming. We got round ball coming back today, so just wanted to talk through real quick. I'm a huge Big East guy. I think Marquette, UConn, Creighton, those guys are all wagons. But the day we got to have circled on our calendar is when Coach Cooley goes back to Providence. I think that's going to be the most anticipated game in the conference this year.
No,
it's going to be nuts.
No,
Love
not the
Big East,
conference.
too.
Not the conference. The country. It's very
Yeah,
much like
that's-
when
that's
Beard
what
went
it's
back
all
to
about
Texas.
this
It's
year.
an all-time game.
Yeah.
And I know we were debating the nighttime game. Do we want it at nighttime? You know what? Give it to me during the day. Because then if something crazy happens, if there's a bad call, the chance and stuff like that, the social, I think the earlier it is, the more time there is for that shit to unfold throughout the day. Then we'll see the video of them getting off the bus. Then we'll see the different chant. Then we'll see things being thrown, which you shouldn't throw things, assholes, but they probably will. So I'm just saying, you're going to see the ending. You're going to see an alternate angle. You're going to see the chants from the student section. That's going to play out over the 8 hours after the game ends that I think owns the day. You own the whole day. If you play at 8 o'clock, at 10 o'clock when it's over, the next day everyone's talking about the NFC and AFC championship games, we put it to bed. You own the day. The play the game and you own the rest of the day, especially if it's close. They would own the day in the anticipation, but it's a little bit different letting it play. I think the anticipation is different than the reaction. We actually know what happened. So I like the 12 o'clock start.
Love it. Healthy debate this year, though. Big East is the best.
It is.
Best
It's
conference
it's
in
the
hoops.
best it's been
Let's
since
go, baby.
since 2009. I want to say when they had 3 Final Four-esque teams. Pittsburgh, UConn, and Louisville were all right there. They were battling. Everybody was going nuts. I think it's the Big East tournament is unbelievable. I don't like going to the conference tournaments because you lose out on the others, but I think I'll probably go in the Garden and watch on my phone or stay up till 3 in the morning and watch the replays. I think I'd rather be at the Garden this year more than any other.
Kolek Player of the Year.
He's my boy. Yep,
Just
Tyler
for-
Kolek,
just
hell
for
of a
one.
player. Hell of a player.
All right. See ya.
All right, Dukes, empty him out.
Jambalaya, Johnson County.
And I just need some advice really quick. I'm not the best sports bettor. I pay people for picks, but I got a guy on Twitter, Buckaroo Bet. He's 14-0. That's 14. When do I start fading him?
All right, we're just doing ads.
I mean, he's 14-0. That's 14. I know he's going to lose soon, and I don't want to be part of the losing streak.
It sounds like
So-
you just want to give your guy a free shout out.
Yeah, this guy is Buckaroo Bets, I think.
It's got to be, right?
What?
You're touting yourself?
No, I pay the guy.
You're banned. What's the pick tonight? I hope it loses. Then you never call about him again.
He hasn't dropped his pick, but
You mean
yeah,
you?
I'm waiting on
You
it.
mean
I
you?
think I paid him,
You
though.
mean you haven't dropped your pick yet?
Bro, you think Bro, have
I
you seen
do.
this dude? I am not him.
I think that guy for the Eagles wore a thong, and I think you were Buckaroo Bets.
No, hey, I called last week. I told you that inside information on Mizzou Luther. He had that X at the game, Sasha Sprinklemeyer, and he balled the fuck out.
How'd you get that information?
Because he's actually from the Midwest, from Missouri. And
Him
he
and
dated this
Buckaroo
girl in
Betts.
high school, and she goes to Georgia. So.
Oh, okay. Him and Buckaroo
Yeah.
Betts live together. All right, yeah, we'll see. You're touting your own guy. Good luck.
Bro,
14
I
and
need
0.
advice for real.
All right, good luck.
All right, love you, man.
Yeah, give us a winner. Stop telling me other
I
people.
think
give
Johnson
us
County's
winners.
in Kansas.
Whatever.
Come on to him.
Clown.
He's got
Next
Kansas,
one.
Missouri roots.
Clown.
Come on to him.
Clown. Missouri should have lost to K-State. K-State should have beat fucking Texas, too. How close was I to saying that? That neither one of them was going to get to the championship game. This fucking close. Who can't kick an extra point? Fucking kickers in Kansas State. What are we doing? And then it's second and goal. Do the tush push for a yard and a half 3 times. They would have gotten the end zone. You need 3 plays to get 4 yards. Put your fattest lineman there and just bum rush. The fuck is Kansas State doing? Also, you know what? I'll save that for final word. The TV's all whatever. I'll empty the clip.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Boz, Maryland.
Sup, Rico?
What's up?
Shout out my guy Hunchback. Shout out my boy Butters chilling in the box. Shout out to all my riders and jet ski. Tell your mother I said hi.
Come on,
relax.
Band.
Here has healthy debate. Healthy debate.
Better be a good one.
Has
It's your last
Dave
one.
Has Dave Portnoy out pizza the Hut?
We love Pizza Hut. So I'm going to say no. Shout out Barstool Invitational. Tickets available, by the way. Pizza Hut's involved. I believe they're involved in Yak basketball. I'm going to say that nobody out pizzas the Hut, even Dave Portnoy.
That's fair.
Also,
All right.
Dave didn't
And,
invent Dave didn't invent stuffed crust. You invent stuffed crust, you change the game.
All right.
Also,
Fair.
keep my mother's name out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And he did wear a thong. He did wear a thong.
Who did?
That was 100%.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're going back to that. He tried to save himself there. He got banned 3 different ways, and he tried to save himself. Dudes, next one.
Ohio or Indiana? I'll let you choose. Rico.
Indiana.
Ben, Indiana.
Rico.
What's up?
What's going on? All right. Is Indiana basketball a blue blood? Healthy debate.
Not in the last 25 years, but historically, you can't knock Indiana for what they have. So, yes, blue blood, but the blood's running in the last 25 years.
Agreed. In my lifetime, I haven't seen much.
That's
but I mean,
it's the same. They really just haven't. I mean, I remember the 02 championship game, but I was even then young. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Hey,
no Final Fours, no real threat of Final Fours.
We got that last undefeated season still, though. That's our claim to fame.
That might go down. I don't know if anybody ever goes undefeated again.
I don't know. I think
you do, but
you got to put us. You got to put us in the old blue bloods category.
How many
like
teams
with-
have even finished the
with
regular
UCLA.
season undefeated in the last 15, 20 years?
Gonzaga and Kentucky.
What about Wichita State?
Them too.
So, not many. St. Joe's also.
Dayton, if we don't count overtime.
Okay. Dayton, asterisk. Don't count overtime.
Never
Yeah,
lost
that's
a game
my
in regulation.
hot, healthy debate. I don't think anybody goes undefeated. It's going to be a while. I'll do this. 20, you know what? 20 years. 2043. No undefeated teams till 2043. Mark
Ready
it
for my
down.
take?
Freezing old cakes.
It's gonna and it won't come from a major conference.
Yeah, but then they would have to win the national championship.
No, the fact that you're getting like the UCLA's now in the Big Ten will make an undefeated season.
Oh,
10
yeah,
times
impossible.
Harder. It'll be.
So you think a mid-major wins a championship?
Oh,
You'd have to bet that would be the only, I was thinking more like a Big East team could.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like
yeah,
like a
but
Villanova.
the Big
like
East is a war too. Yeah, we'll
It's
see.
a war,
20 years, I don't think we get an undefeated champion.
Gonzaga.
Memphis went undefeated too. Shout out my boy Jacob.
Facts.
Down at UCF. Memphis went undefeated.
Like Coach Cal couldn't do it with any of those Kentucky teams.
No, he
too.
got
I like
real
some of those
close
teams.
though. He got real close. But yeah, I don't think anybody goes undefeated.
Yeah, Put the Hoosiers down in history.
Yes, that's etched in history. Empty him through.
Franchise.
Hey, Rico.
What's up?
Take Central Connecticut State plus 10.5 tonight. They're returning a lot of guys. Rhode Island is soft. Healthy debate. We need the 24-hour college basketball tip-off marathon back. Is that the future of the Barstool Invitational?
Maybe. We do.
going?
We do need the 24 hours. I like that. I miss that. Or just do it the Monday of feast week. Like start the game Sunday night-ish, compete against that NFL game, and go all the way into Monday for the 24 hours. Or
Get
air
it going.
these games.
We need the power broker to get this for the Barstool Invitational.
All right. I will work on it. We do need to bring back that 24 hours. There was nothing better than that 24 hours when it first came out. It was fucking unbelievable. That and Bracket Busters. Bring them both back. So, all right, good show. Like we said, we're working with that. We're working with the big topic. I think Thurs, maybe with a guest, we'll work some shit out with the different
Just stay away from underwear.
Yeah, fair enough. They didn't like the underwear. They didn't like underwear on men, I think.
Yeah, I think if it was like beach volleyball,
Yes.
maybe it would have been good, but
But we'll work it out.
We live
We
and
got
we
big topics. We'll make things move. We still had a ton of callers.
vote in the poll. Let us know your thoughts on
Yeah.
on the show.
All right. 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill presented to you by Meek Phil. Your touchdown score for tonight.
I'm going to give you 2.
Okay.
One on each side if you want to get crazy. Austin Eckler and Zach Wilson.
I like that. He might stumble his way into the end zone. Okay. Would you rather have a 1-minute conversation with your 80-year-old self or your 8-year-old self?
My 8-year-old self. I'd love to know, like, what the hell was going through your head, what kind of a pain in the ass you were. 80-year-old self. I'm just basically looking back. I'd like to know about the 8-year-old self.
Rather have no feet or no hands?
Oh, this is a tough one. I think no feet? Shit. I think no feet.
Then you can get like the Oscar Pistorius. Like
I think you
blades.
can make boot. I don't know. Figure it out. You put a boot on and just cement into the boot and try to walk that way and like weld it in and get fake big lumpy feet. But you got to have hands.
If you were only able to watch one movie the rest of your life, what is it?
Oof. So you're looking at something, you don't want to be like upset. You're looking for something that entertains you. I'm going to go with probably the most rewatchable movie of all time. I'm not going to say it's the best, but just a movie that I would like to rewatch. I think I'm going to go Ocean's 11. I think you get a little bit of everything in that.
Would you rather have the ability to fly or X-ray vision?
X-ray vision, I'm not sure exactly what I get out of that.
You could see thongs.
You can see thongs. I think I want to fly. I don't think I want to sit in traffic on the Bell Parkway anymore. I think I'm going fly.
For the rest of your life, you have to either eat soup with a fork or steak with a spoon.
You got to eat what?
Soup with a fork or steak with a spoon. What's the lesser of the two?
Soup with a fork.
You can't eat.
I don't know if that's possible.
I don't think it's possible either, but can I still cut the steak?
Yeah, but it would just be very difficult because it's a blunt object. But you could probably, after stabbing it, get at least a couple pieces off. Or you could just spoon the whole steak, bite it,
I think I'm going steak with a spoon.
I think that's the only exception.
Because I think I could get the spoon and I could still cut it.
It'd take you forever to eat soup with a fork. Like,
It would, but you just drink it.
yeah, but then you have to just dump.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going steak with a spoon, as crazy as it sounds. All right, like and subscribe. Like we said, 20% off all day today. College hoops tonight. We got a good stream. Monday night game. College hoops. We'll have a bunch of different things involved. Final word, final play. Hail Mary here. First time out at a bar like that during a game day at a Big Ten event for the high noon event. By the way, the Tangerine cold, unfucking believable. High noon, unbelievable. But every TV during a game day having Ohio State to me was crazy. Maybe do a dollar cover at the bar, or do a dollar cover at the door. Healthy debate. What are TVs going for now? 32-inch you get for what? $98 on Black Friday?
Yeah, they're crazy cheap.
Put some more up, and those are your non-Ohio State game TVs. Am I crazy?
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Roku's $30. Put it on and we're going off of that. You just need the internet.
You're crazy because you don't know where you were.
I know where I was. It was a major town, and all of them, and all the kids knew everything about it. A very intelligent fan base. But I'm not the only one who was going. I got bets on other games.
As going to college in Ohio, it took me a while to realize it's just Ohio State. Like
Every game, every TV.
Besides when they're not playing.
I don't know.
I don't agree with
it. It was Rutgers. They were never really in doubt. I know it was slow start, but let me ask you, that's what I asked the kids too. I go, all right, so opening weekend, you guys are playing Bowling Green. It's 35-0 at the half. Every TV the whole way through? They go, every TV till the final whistle. That's crazy. You can't say I'm wrong. That's crazy. That's crazy. Healthy debate.
If I was you, I'd be pissed.
I think everybody there would be pissed. It's 35-0. Who's really watching that game? They're half watching, they're talking to their friends, and then they hear a big play. People start cheering. No one is locked into those games 35-0.
It's their
No
personality.
Chance. It is.
It just becomes their personality.
I give them credit. They told me to just go fuck myself right away, so I give them credit.
It's
nice people.
Next level.
Nice people. Outer end. Nice people.
That's why I hate Ohio State, by the way.
Yeah, they're not talking about Dayton enough. Where's Dayton's
Well, last time we played them in a real basketball game besides the exhibition, we beat
exactly.
them. Ended Kraft's career.
Fair enough. All right, so that's Healthy Debate. Like and subscribe. We will see you tomorrow.